these master exams?
I feel let's do financing because I was like financing, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go. What do you think?
The title is held by the vendor.
Why?
Because they're the one that's the giver of the land of the land.
Boom. It's good
Right?
stuff.
Perfect.
All right, here we go.
Security interest. The creditor's interest in the debtor's property.
Good.
Some of these, though, I'm going to be honest, I remember them from doing them so much, so I don't know if that's going to, like, hurt me when I'm actually taking the real test.
It could, because you don't want to memorize them. You want to know the concepts. So in that case, what you want to do is you want to start filling out that vocabulary worksheet.
Uh-huh.
You know, because that's not just memorizing questions. That's you actually knowing the stuff. And
Okay.
after you do that for a while, then you could go back to doing the questions again. Because you're right. You want to mix it up. You don't want to just memorize questions. That doesn't help anybody.
Yeah. I
mean,
just felt so comfortable doing the vocab. Like, every single time I would do it, I would get on the practice test. I wouldn't memorize them. Like, my first time taking it, I felt pretty confident.
Right.
And pretty well on it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So what would you recommend? Just doing the worksheet?
Yes, and then go back to the question after you've done that for a while.
Okay.
Okay, let's do the next one.
The lender and a major source of junior liens negotiate today. That's going to be private lenders.
Okay. Okay, so good. You got that one. Okay, let's go to the next one. I mean, it sounds like you're doing pretty well here with what you were doing, your methodology and everything.
Uh-huh.
And you just got 2 out of 2 right.
You purchase and negotiate and you have no knowledge of any defects. You are known as a earn blank.
Ooh, first one wrong. So that's just knowing the holder in due course.
Holder in due course, okay.
Okay. I've never heard of holder in blank, so don't circle it.
Okay. Holder in due. Okay.
Okay. That's it.
Is it the process of determining the actual yield of a given loan by adjusting the variable interest rate?
Which one is that?
The second one down.
Yeah, it's just paying up front, so it's less along the long term of the loan.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, the lender. Release. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's to release the lender from liability. Oh. Allow the release of some properties. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's just different portions of payments are releasing more of the debt. You see a lot with construction loans. Chin up. You're sportsman, come on.
Yeah. There's no agreement on the contract. All the following would qualify as emotional management except an installment note. Oh my gosh. I knew it was note and I just jumped right to installment note. Whoops.
Maybe you don't have these questions memorized as much as you thought, huh?
I know. Put me on the spot.
Totally. Right after you said you had them memorized and you went on a... got too arrogant, huh?
Yeah. It can also be described as a... it's either partially or it's due on sale. I'm going to go with... Oh, partially?
I didn't say that. It could be any one of these four. Which one?
Partially amortized. That's my gut. That was my gut.
Good. Excellent. Because you know what a balloon loan is?
Yeah, it's where you make small payments in the beginning and then it gradually gets bigger.
No, it's one big payment at the end.
Oh, it's just one. Okay.
Okay. Do you know what a straight note is?
Yeah, you're just paying the interest.
Okay. Do you know what negative amortization is?
You are not making enough payments to cover the interest or the principal.
Good. Excellent. All right, here we go.
Carol made an offer to purchase.
Ooh, damn word problems.
As part of the offer, Carol agreed to take the subject to an existing. Greg will be primarily liable. Is it a subject to? Nice.
Nice. Good. You're a younger guy, right?
Yeah, I'm only 19.
Wow. All right. And you're definitely ambitious. And most 19-year-olds don't even try this stuff.
The appreciation of and the value that is experienced by a mortgage incurs the benefit of the. That's gonna be the receiving mortgagee is gonna be the borrower, trustor. Oh my gosh.
Well, let me ask you this: who's the guy who borrowed the money?
The mortgagee. Oh no, they're mortgagee.
What's the answer?
It would be them, correct?
Okay, so a mortgagor is the trustor are the guys who have the money. Who are living in the property or borrowing money. Okay, mortgagee is the bank, just like the beneficiary is the bank. Okay.
Okay, because I remember like the mortgagee and the mortgagor, they were like flipped or something.
No.
Well, I just remember it was like different from. Because I remember you had to do like they're getting the actual mortgage or something weird.
No, teachers, you've heard that from a crash course person who doesn't know basic English grammar. Because I've never said that, I promise you.
Okay.
And here's what they forget when they teach that. So it's always the OR is the person receiving the money. Because remember your OREE rule, right?
Yes.
What is it?
The OR is the giver and the EE is the receive.
Right. And if you say to me, Joe, I want to borrow money, what would I say to you?
You would ask for wait okay wait.
You come to me and say, Joe, I want to borrow money from you.
Okay.
We're not that close. Like we're not like that tight. So what would I say to you?
You would charge interest.
Well, no, I'd say, how do I know you're going to pay me back?
Oh, you would get the mortgage.
I would get an important part of that is, come on, begins with a P. Sounds like omnissory soap.
Omnissory soap?
Promissory note.
Oh, promissory note.
Yes. So before I give you the money, I need to know you're going to pay me back.
Okay.
And people forget when they're like, oh, it's reverse. It's not reverse. They're just forgetting the first step in the process.
Right.
Nobody's lending you money without you giving me some reason to know I'm paying you back.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I mean, unless it's like your family, nobody's giving you money without some, collateral, evidence, contract, document, something,
Exactly.
So the mortgagor is giving that promissory note. The trustor is giving it. They give legal title. They're giving. These people think, oh, well, the person receives the money. Well, before any money is given, there's got to be something that says, I promise to pay you back.
Okay.
And so if this was mortgagor, then you'd have a tough thing on your hands. Because then two answers could be correct.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so when that person told you it's flipped, they either don't know their grammar or they're forgetting the first step in the process.
Exactly.
Which is not the money. People always think, oh, they're receiving the money, but they had to give something before they receive that money.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, good.
All the following qualities in the visual instrument except the mortgage securing a promissory note.
Good. Boom.
There we go. Take it. Oh, this is the construction one. Okay. A long-term loan to replace a construction loan.
Which one did you say?
The long-term loan to replace a construction.
Boom. So construction loan is also known as a short-term loan or an interim loan. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Allow some properties upon partial payment. When more properties use security. The third one down. Okay.
Good.
What's going to be like the big chunk of the test? I heard it's practice and disclosures.
It is. You can see the percentages on the Department of Real Estate website.
Okay. After this question, can we do that?
Just look up the Department of Real Estate website.
No. My prior practice tests.
Sure.
Okay. Exclusive of the down payment, a home buyer would pay the lowest. The Calvet.
I mean, don't get too caught up with those categories because at the end of the day, you don't know what categories and what.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true.
And I do the best I can when I organize this for everybody, but reality is you just got to know your stuff,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm not the state making the test here.
Could we actually just do vocab then, since that's what you recommended, and get it? Because I'm taking my test on Monday.
Well, you said you know your vocab pretty well.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously some of them stump me.
Okay, so let's look at it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Grantor is the giver of the property.
Bam.
Legal title, the one that actually holds, that would be the trustor, right?
Nope.
The one that actually holds title that can...
I'm looking for the word sell.
Sell, yeah.
The right to sell, okay?
Okay.
Okay, that's the big thing there.
The summary.
Good. And you see these big, long definitions? I mean,
yeah.
we want to do exactly what you just did. You want to kind of nail it down to one word, okay?
Okay.
So that was really good that you did that. Good.
Making payments in a... I don't know. I don't have a word for this.
Regular payments paying off the debt.
Regular payments. Okay.
Okay. See, payment of debt equal periodic installments. Okay.
Okay. Township. This is the 36 sections, and it's 6 miles by 6 miles.
Are you sure? Or are you asking me?
No, I. That's my answer.
Good. Excellent. 6 miles squared. Perfect. Nice job.
Perfect. Debt to income. This is it's a tool that lending institutions use, and it shows pretty much your debt to income. It's self-explanatory.
Good. Okay.
Steering, that's an illegal act of steering people away from a neighborhood because of ethnicity or something like that.
Good. Excellent. So it's for buyers or sellers?
Buyers.
Good. And it violates what act?
The Fair Housing.
Which was enacted in what year?
1967.
Ah!
68.
68.
Ah, dang it.
So close. Totally close. You're on a roll. Here, I'm going to double or nothing you. Ready?
Okay.
What court case gave way to the Fair Housing Act in 1968?
I want to say Roe v. Wade.
No. Gosh, no. That's just like abortion. No.
Oh, wait, yeah. Wait, okay. I remember, the only one I remember is Strasbourg. That's the only one I remember, and that's like the...
Jones versus Mayer.
Jones versus Mayer, okay.
Yeah, Easton versus Strasbourg is a different thing. And Roe v. Wade's that's not even realistic.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
Right. Yeah. Is there something you want to tell us? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No. Jones versus Mayer is the one.
Okay. Agency, that's a broker employing an agent. That'd be
okay.
Principal.
It's when one person acts for another.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. That's the one that you want as an agent. That's where you, no matter who sells the property, you still get the commission.
Good. What else can you tell me about it? How many brokers are involved?
One broker.
Good. How's this different than exclusive agency listing?
Because if the principal has their sister buy it, then you get no commission.
Right. The owner can sell themselves. Do you have to prove you're the procuring cause of the buyer?
No, not in this.
Do you an exclusive agency listing?
Yes.
Is this unilateral or bilateral?
This is a bilateral.
Can you give me a listing contract that's unilateral?
An open listing.
Bam, bam, bam. If you don't pass, I'm going to cry.
That's used for personal property. The transfer of personal property.
Good.
Summary.
Good. I feel like we saw this one before.
Yeah, we did.
All right. I probably have it in there twice.
Oh, there's the procuring clause.
So we just spoke about this, so you should get this right.
Yeah. Oh, someone that you're proving that you are the one that sold the house.
Which type of listing do you not need to prove that you're the procuring cause?
Exclusive right to sell.
That's the one you do need to. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. No, I'm bad.
Okay.
You're right. Okay, let me rephrase the question. Which one do you need to prove your procuring cause?
Everyone except the exclusive right to sell, right?
Yeah, there's basically three, right? There's exclusive right to sell, exclusive agency, and an open listing, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so exclusive agency and open listing, you need to prove it.
Statute of frauds, it needs to be in writing.
Good.
That's whatever you net over the selling price or whatever the principal wants, and anything you sell over that's what you get as a commission.
Yeah, and people get caught up with this is legal or illegal because the laws in this are different at various state to state. But I tell people, instead of worrying if it's illegal or legal, you still got to know the definition no matter where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There's like blockbusting or something like that.
Yeah.
That's where you live in a property for a statutory period of time and you gain possession.
Good.
Obsolescence. That's like an airplane or an airstrip next to your house being built and you lose value.
Value reasons outside your property lines. If you had a 2-bedroom house with no car garage, with no place for a car, what would that be?
Functional obsolescence.
Good. If your roof's falling apart, what would that be?
Physical deterioration.
Boom.
That's exaggerating.
Okay. Is it lying?
No, it's not.
So if I said you are the most handsome guy in the whole country, am I going to jail for that?
Nope.
I'm puffing, right? It's exaggerating. It's not lying, but it's close. Something you'll do as a real estate agent quite a bit.
Market value. That's going to be comparables. That's what. Yeah.
Nope. You're thinking of the market data approach.
Oh, wait,
that's different. You're thinking of an appraisal approach. This isn't asking an appraisal approach. This is saying what's the market value. And the market value is whatever readily willing and able buyers are willing to pay for it.
Okay.
Okay.
That is, there's contingency placed on the house for when you live in it.
Okay, good. So what that's called is a condition. A contingency is a little different. A contingency is when you're trying to buy the house and there's contingent things upon getting the home, like getting a loan, getting an appraisal. What you're looking for in this is the word a condition.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. That's the dirt left over from or it's supporting something left over from construction.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't think it's in the test anymore. You may not have to worry about. But this you do have to worry about.
That is going to be an employment contract to find a ready, willing, and able buyer.
Good. Boom.
That's the age of the house, that the condition it's in.
Good.
That's someone that brings together the principal and the lender.
Good.
An ad that doesn't show who the broker is.
Good.
Acknowledgement. Okay. That's going to be a neutral third party that oversees something in a transaction.
Nope.
Written acknowledgement person.
It's just somebody legally identifying that they're aware of what's going on.
Okay. So what would that be an example of?
When you go to court and you're like, and you put your hand on the Bible, say, I promise to be honest, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You could also do it with notaries, things of that nature.
Alrighty. Statute of limitations, that's first something, it's a limit before something expires. Right?
Time limit.
Time limit. That's going to be a tenant and a lease. He has like equitable title, like he in the future can get legal title if he buys the property.
Good. It's the right to use and possess.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But what you said is correct as well.
Okay.
Just remember, the most important thing, equitable title gives you the right to gain equity.
Okay.
Right?
I thought I like that.
Yeah.
Crops.
Bam, sir. Nice. Oh, wait. About those crops. Are they personal or real property?
They're personal.
Are you sure?
Yes, because that's why, I don't know, you're allowed to take them.
Only if it's a lease.
Oh, really?
Yes, between buyer and seller, it's real. Between landlord and tenant, it's personal.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that is going to be a proof of ownership.
Good.
144 cubic inches.
Good. You're going to pass.
You think so?
I think so, yeah. I think you got to do some more questions. But, I mean, you know your stuff. I mean, you may not get 100%, but you don't need to get 100%.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you know what they call the realtor who got the worst score on the real estate exam, right?
Yeah.
A realtor. You
Oh,
know?
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because nobody cares. I mean, he's a realtor, so he passed. So it doesn't matter
Yeah.
if he got the worst score.
Don't you? I thought they don't tell you your score.
That's my point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like nobody knows, nobody cares. It's not like high school.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have hit that.
No, it's okay. I already knew what that was.
Okay, well, tell me what it is.
It's like the time you have to find a buyer, or if you find a buyer before the listing expires, and then he buys after your listing agreement, then that's like the safety clause.
Okay.
That's when you use the procuring clause or whatever.
All right. What other thing did you want to ask me?
Can we go over those Jones versus Mayer, or how would you recommend to remember those?
You just got to remember it. It's all 1968. There's no fun acronym for that. That's the court case. You got to know it. It is what it is. Suck it up.
Okay.
You know?
And then what else?
But honestly, you're banging out this stuff pretty well. And especially, you're going to spend this weekend studying as well.
Yeah.
So you should feel good about what you're doing. Don't stop what you're doing, but, you know, you should definitely feel comfortable with what you've been doing to prepare.
Okay. I just want to do as much as possible for preparation.
Right, and keep doing it. Don't stop. I'm just saying don't be scared, you know?
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I can't really think of anything else.
Well, write me if you do. I mean, you're not taking tests for 2 days. We're friends on Skype now.
Okay.
So just write me.
I also joined your Facebook group.
It's a great group.
Okay. So I could just write in there as well?
Yeah, a lot of people ask some really good questions there that people post and get answered. So it's a really good group, and people chime in and help each other a lot. Like it's a good group. Everybody's really nice. Like I haven't seen any kind of mean comments by anybody. People are pretty supportive and helpful in that group.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
definitely use that for sure.
Awesome, I will.
And honestly, the way you know your stuff, you'll probably be helping more people, other people, than you help yourself, which is not a bad thing. By you explaining stuff to other people, you know, it could really help you learn. So I almost recommend you going into that group and try and explain some of the questions people have.
Okay.
Because it'll test your understanding as well.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was trying to explain things to people. I just have to get a better understanding when I explained it to them.
Right, and also other people may explain it a different way. Well, you'll be like, oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good group for sure.
Okay. So what do you think I should do? Do a bunch of questions or just...
I think you should bang out the questions more.
Bang out more questions? Okay.
Yeah.
Mastery test or specifically finance?
Go through the finance. You could get 100% on every section before you do the master exam.
Okay.
Do that.
Alrighty, I will.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thank you for everything. I see so you're on the Eastern?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you for calling back.
Don't thank me yet. We're not there yet. And I haven't left yet. So you still got access to me.
Okay.
All right. Thank me when you pass.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Okay.
See ya.
Talk to you later.
Bye.